back to my playthrough. We'll take Nandiara the Mage from Oscar into the Korcari Wilds now, since we're done talking to everyone in this area.
I shall do it.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
His commentary makes me think he respects the Grey Wardens a great deal. Not even a Grey Warden. That means that he thinks the Grey Wardens are powerful, and that the armory is powerful as well. That was not a sound a wolf makes.
Time for some fun.
Whoops. Didn't mean to mind blast. Let's see here.
Don't give them the advantage.
Any last words?
One thing about Dragon Age Origins, after you've played it a zillion times like I have, is that casual, easy, normal modes, these are not fun to play anymore because they're not challenging anymore. So I have worked on the tactics, I have understood how gameplay works, and there are two things that I want to advise, and one of them is the top-down mode, the isometric mode, like this one. It gives you more ability to choose and to have control of the battlefield. And the other one is the pause button. I watch people doing their Let's Plays, both blind and otherwise, and not very many of them pause it as often as it needs to happen. And you'll see that as I continue through the game, is that I retain a great deal of control over my combat area. My battlefields are micromanaged because that's what I find fun.
Best be wary.
Very well. It shall be done.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Nicely done. Thank you, Jory. Pick up some wolf pelts and other things. Yeah, anything else? No? I don't know if I've explained this before, but if you hold down Tab, you highlight everything in the area within a certain view range.
Come, let us end this.
I shall do it.
Now see, a mage can be truly powerful. I just killed 3 wolves without them even coming to me
Now
first.
we do battle.
And the only reasons the other ones got to my guys is because they were running at the same time.
I shall do it.
We've killed all the wolves. We'll quick save it. And we'll go over there to Missionary Jogby. He has a letter. That was the Missionary Jogby, so he got that letter from someone else. If we were to look in the codex, we would see that it comes from his father, Rigby. Now let's go find this crawling guy. He said help.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Now
Well,
see,
He's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
I find this interesting because we're standing there looking at him in this extreme apathy and indifference, and we're like, yeah, no, dude's dying. I'm just gonna stand here. Let's see here. We can take you back. We'll bandage him up.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. Oh, I've got to get out of here.
Nice view of the dead cow there. Or is that a deer? I don't know. We just let him wander off all by himself.
Did you hear?
An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Oh. Now, see, me personally, as a person, as the player, I think he sounds like a massive coward. But Nandiara is a little bit more forgiving than I am. So we'll say that it's part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
I wonder if the blood splatters are the same texture from one person to the next. See, I'm looking at the left and right faces. Maybe if I compare Davith and Jory? I'm not sure why I'm doing this. We'll just continue. Gonna find that wildflower. Now, see, I have to go and explore this little thing, even though I know it's a dead end. There is an Alfred up there. But I have to get my map filled out. Alfred. See? Nice and pretty. La-di-da. There's a wildflower over there. That's the next thing. If you remember, that's for the dog in Ostagar. There we go. Let's see here. Quick save. And off we go. Yep. Let's take our paralysis and put it up on him.
Very well.
And you can have a bolt to the face and some ice.
If we must fight, let's do it quickly.
Let's see. Davith doesn't have a bow yet. I should give him a bow. He's just gonna die if he runs into places. Oh, ding.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
Okay.
Well, you asked for
It
it.
is begun.
They're dead, so we lose the bodies. What else is up here? A couple of genlocks. Do I get all my blood vials here? No. But I got 2. And a death root. Now we head further to the east here. And you'll see why in a minute.
Watch out. Miss.
Any last words? Say your prayers.
Alright. I have to level my girl up. So we'll take a willpower and a magic. I'm gonna get my cunning up to about 22, and then I'll start putting them in under other stats, dex and con. But for now, the cunning is based for persuasion, so I want to make sure and have that up to a respectable level. And I'm going to choose because I want the paralysis. I really want the mass paralysis, but I also really want the crushing prison. I think the crushing prison is more important. So I'll go with force field, which is a different kind of crowd control. It's nice.
It shall be done.
No, and no. Okay, so I'll go up here. Did you hear that?
As you say. I shall do it.
Whoops. See, I hit these buttons so fast, sometimes I don't need them. I've gotta just slow down a little bit, I think.
Here I am.
Let's not get dead, shall we?
No. See, Davith,
On it.
he doesn't have any lockpicking skill. And his cunning's at a 15, which means
much to
as a
do.
rogue, he's lacking.
It is begun.
And while I have yet to find a chest where really, really cool items or plot items are behind a lock, it's very frustrating not to be able to open
Careful.
the locks.
I'm sensing darkspawn nearby. Be on your guard.
Let's see here. Let's paralyze one of them.
Damn you!
Let's see. Can't see. There we go. Isometric view is helpful.
Concern for your own
Right
existence.
to the face.
There we go.
I shall do it. Very well.
Stuff, stuff, stuff. And here is Missionary Rigby. Last Will and Testament. Now that's important because the letter we found from Jogby came from Rigby, their father and son. But Rigby's letter speaks of a hidden cache of goods to take to his daughter, wife, Jetta, in Redcliffe. It says that in the codex of his letter. And so instead of coming over here first, I like to go get the letter first so I don't have to backtrack as much. This forest you have a lot of backtracking anyway, but I like it when you don't have to. Okay, so we move here. See if we can just aggro one of them.
I will not fail.
Now, see, I wanted to keep them separated because that's the key to most of these battles, is to keep the bad guys from swarming you.
Widowmaker.
Now, let's see here. Davith needs a heal, so we'll heal him up. I'm fighting that one.
Quickly, we must fight.
There we go. Thank you, Davith. Jory. Unfortunately, Jory's going to use one of our healing packs now.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Jory's gonna go down. That's alright.
I shall do it.
I'm not about to spend that many healing potions on Jory.
Very well. It is begun.
It is begun. It has begun, perhaps? No? Okay. Now see this chest? You can tell by the little icon there that it doesn't have a lock on
I
it.
shall do it.
Okay, and this right here is Rigby's hidden cache. See? Take the lockbox to bring it to his wife. Because, in all honesty, there's nothing interesting in there. It's just a box for the wife. And these trail signs are why this place is so backtracky and repetitive. And you can see on the map where the next one is, because this is where we got the first one, and here's the second one. It's got chase and trail sign. The map is your friend. And any, you know, gamer who's been in any sort of exploration inclusive game will know that the map is your friend. And the map here is okay. I don't mind the map in Dragon Age. See, there's bad guys over there. We'll get the elf fruit in a little bit. Paralyze one of them. Hurt the Herlock.
It shall be done.
And then we'll focus
shall
on
do
the
it.
archers. Well, somebody's running up there. I better go up and... Alistair's fine.
It is begun.
Jory. Jory.
Very well.
Go with the archer.
It shall be done.
We must fight. Let us do it quick.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Very well.
Herlock.
I shall do it.
Now we go back and pick up the root. Elf fruit. And now, once I'm done with this playthrough, I might go through as a rogue, because it's a completely different strategy as a rogue. Where did the... Chastened is probably up here. The trail signs. Yep, right there. Save.
What do you know? More darkspawn about. Prepare for random violence.
Prepare for random violence.
As you say.
Quickly. We must fight.
Jory. Again. What is it with the two-handed weapon, guys? I mean,
It shall be done. As you say.
there's one other two-handed weapon guy in the game. And
Very
he
well.
doesn't have any hit points either. Savey. Update. We have here. There's the chase and trail sign right there. And so now it's way back there by the bridge that we took. We'll go around this way to explore the full map. Because we like it when it's pretty. Can I go up this way? No.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Now, see, Alistair, the word slobs to me does not apply to people hanging from a tree. Slob is more like somebody who's really messy, right? And they're just sort of lounging around in their messiness. But he apparently uses it in a different manner that I don't understand. Go get that elf fruit. But otherwise, you're right, Alistair. It is excessive to just hang people like that. That's... I don't know what that is. Let's see here. What else can we... Right. See, that's the path we want to take first. Because this leads to a good place for us.
As you say.
Here they come. Well, here that one comes. Oh, he's got friends. Good.
Careful!
He's begun.
We fight!
Okay. There's more wolves up there, you can see.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
It shall be done.
Any last
Away
words?
with you. Get
Away with you.
Best be wary.
Say your prayers.
Davith. Thank you for taking care of the alpha wolf's attention for a little bit for me. But you don't have much in the way of armor. I really need to give you a bow. Do I have a bow? I do have a bow. Davith. You have a bow. Alright, we gotta check this. Tactics. Not dirty fighting. Pinning shot. Let's see here. Enemy at medium to long range. There we go. We'll see if that works. Quick save. And now we have a better weapon for Jory. Chastened flat blade. Okay. And we'll go down here. And we'll quick save again, because that's what I do. I've seen Let's Players who never quick save. And then the game will crash or they'll die or something and they lose like half an hour's worth of playtime.
My Grey Warden sense is tingling. We're in danger again.
You're so funny, Alistair. Let's see here. Let's
As you
get
say.
If we must fight, let us do it quickly.
That's something.
Yes, it is a lot of blood, Alistair. As always. Dragon Age likes its blood. I actually don't mind the persistent gore. I think it's funny. Okay, so that's there. Yep. See. And then we walk over here. Now this part is a little bit tricky because of all the traps.
More darkspawn. Close by.
Yeah.
Know the drill.
Now see here, we're gonna paralyze you. And then take Davith down here.
Back.
Can he even see the traps we're about to set off? Nope, doesn't look like it. You're just gonna walk into a bear trap. Okay, that's fine.
Say your prayers.
Jory.
As you say.
Don't give them the advantage.
Oh good, I resisted the fireball. That makes things easier.
Come, let us end this.
Come on. Come on. There you go. Anybody else? Yes. Go with that one. Who do we need to heal? We need to heal Jory. Shock and surprise. Duder has fewer hit points than I do. Probably not. What's it say? He's got 152, and I have 112. Okay, so he has 4 or more. Wow, Davith is only at 100. He's lowest than everybody. Yes, use your bow. Shoot that guy.
More fools they.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay. And see, Alistair, you're stuck in a bear trap. See all these bear traps around here? That Davith couldn't see? They're there. Okay, so that battle went really well, actually. That because of that emissary, it's pretty easy to have that one take down your group. Oh, I heard the snap. Who's in there now? That's Alistair again. He likes traps, I guess. Genlock. Okay, so let's see here. More?
More darkspawn. Close by. You know the drill.
I'm gonna do this. Haha. Area effect cancels invisibility.
Glory and thunder.
And that is something that you know now. Jory. Good gravy. I'm a little bit pleased with myself because he hasn't died all the way yet. Oh, we missed one of the chase and trail signs, didn't we? Yep, up there. I almost always miss that one the first time through, just because you have to fight the emissary first. We'll loot then.
It shall be done.
That one, and over here.
I shall do it.
Okay. Health poultices are nice. We like those. Chase and trail sign.
What's that?
I don't know, Alistair. What do you think it is? I think it's a trail sign. Because that's where the chastened cache is at. Is it cache or cache? I've always heard cache.
It is begun.
Look at all that stuff. Loot. Loot. Okay, so. Now, the body we looted here had a pouch of ashes. And there's this wonderful story in the codex about this fight up here. And I definitely suggest you read it.
Very well.
You see a pile of stones covered in a fine layer of dust and ash. Sprinkle more ash on the pile of stones. What's that? There you are. Let's see here. We'll move this there. Put it down. We're going to try and paralyze him first.
It shall be done.
He resisted it. He resisted the ice as well.
Let's have at it!
Okay, Jory will heal you in advance.
As you say, it is begun. I shall do it.
There! He's dead. And he dropped some stuff. What did he drop? Dropped chainmail. And he also
As you
dropped
say.
Enchanter's Footing, which is really good. What am I wearing? Oh, I'm wearing the lion's paw. Yeah, I think I'll stick with what I've got for now. Map. I just sort of, you know, quick save reflexively. I have no idea if I'm supposed to save it this often or not, but I don't want to get stuck.
The dogs spawn have sensed us.
Have they sensed us? Or are we just really visible?
Dynamaker.
Kind of feel like we're just really visible. And you, Mr. Herlock Alpha,
As you say.
we're going to focus on him first.
Dead yet? Falter! Say your prayers!
Okay, Jory, you're going to die. Doesn't matter what I do, you are just not... You're not alive yet. You know what I can do? I can do this.
As you say.
Ha! Protecting him from his own weaknesses. There we go. I'm going to get this guy over there.
Well, you asked for it. Let's grab some glory.
Why are you not using your bow, Daveth?
What?
We healed Jory.
I shall do it.
See? Bought him some time. That's one of the reasons I love Force Field, is that you can cast it on the bad guys or on the good guys, and for the duration of the spell, nothing will affect them, not damage or healing. So, if you need to protect somebody, buy yourself a minute or so. What does it say? Duration is... It doesn't say. I'm curious about that. I'm going to check it out. Duration. Activation, cooldown. It doesn't say. Oh, completely immune to damage. It means you probably can heal. I will have to look that up. Let's go around back to get this death root.
It is begun.
Is there anything else? Anything else? Just the chest. And we're going to do an actual save this time. Okay, and here we are. We've done everything we can do in the Korcari Wilds. Time to finish the area. Now there's one thing about Morrigan here that has always bothered me. And you can...
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned?
You can see
Or
it
merely
here.
an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you? Scavenger or intruder?
One of the things you can see that really bugs me is the graphics around her shoulders and armpits. Her arms look like they were glued on toothpicks instead of like a natural arm shape thing. But given the length of arms in this game and the position of hands, it's not entirely surprising that they didn't do it very well. But Morrigan specifically, her armpits really irritate me.
'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress
Look
for
at that.
some time.
Seriously.
Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Women do not frighten like little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
All the way through the cutscene. And like that's the only thing I can see is that right there. Let's be polite, shall we? I am Nandiara. Pleasure to meet you.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Her whole thing... Flemeth does not speak in twas and twills. So I'm not exactly sure why she does. Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
This is one moment where Jory is more courageous than Davith.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to
Foreshadowing.
the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your woman's mind give you a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as these boys do?
so strange in a land that's so equality based. These two here are all about women are better than men. And it's so strange to me. It's like, why do they care when nobody else does? Believed or not, some things must be accepted. You could say any of these other things, but I like saying believed or not, some things must be accepted.
Ha! There lies the answer I hope to get. An open mind, yet not made of mush. Am I simply complimenting you? Wait and see. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? What? It seems I do.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Thank you. What do you mean? How do you know all this? I'm sure thank you for returning them.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Reluctant guide. Such an interesting pair those two made. Now, that was the Korcari Wilds. Now we are finished and back in Ostagar. I will call this for the recording today, and I hope to see you next time. Okay, happy dancing.